Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Krastorio 2, where we last episode just set up a bit of power production. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed about the production of it, or the performance of it, because it's not really producing that much power. So I started thinking, what can produce a ton of power? And what I came up with is probably what I talked about last episode as well, is the fusion reactor. I think that could be very, very cool to try and set up. One thing we do need to do before we can set it up is that if you look at the tooltip for it, it needs 500 megawatt of energy to start. Right now we're only producing 400, so we will need to increase it a small amount so we can support the 500. There's a few ways to do that. We can just copy this over a few times, and then we should have enough power for our fusion reactor, and then we can dismantle it again. So I think that could be quite cool. I don't think we have any of it being made yet, so let's just set up a bit of production for the few things we need. So firstly, we need a fusion reactor, and this one takes quite a while to build. So let's request all the things. They should all be flown in at the moment. That is correct. Maybe we should help it a small amount, or at least just give it a stack insert to get it in. It will take a while for it, but we should have it all. Then we also need to get advanced steam turbines. Let's just request. I think we have everything in storage as well. Oh, except normal turbines, it seems. So let's do this and get some normal steam turbines, so we can start to produce these. If we look at a fusion reactor, if you look at the tooltip at the bottom, it says that one reactor is able to support 20 large turbines. So that means we'll need 20 of those. And to start it, we'll need 500 megawatt of energy. We have 400 at the moment, so we'll need a small amount more for it to work. So that is two things we need. Other than that, DT fuel cells and water. DT fuel cells requires, right here, heavy water, empty diesel fuel cell, and tritium. So we'll have to make a few of these to get it going. So let's just set it up right away. Just set it to only make 50 for storage. So if there's more than 50, let's see where it's at. Right here. If there's more than 50 of you in this, if there's less than 50, you'll work. If there's more, you'll just do nothing. Rare metals. Did we just use it all to make this one? Seems so. They should probably get delivered quite soon. So that is good. Let's just queue up a bit more science as we go. We'll also be able to get a portable fusion reactor at some point. Might get this one quite soon so we can get a better reactor up and running. The rest of this can just get researched as well. There we are. Because now that we have this, we have most of the building blocks we need for our fusion reactor. We'll have to make some heavy water. Luckily, that is somewhat easy to do. It pretty much just takes normal water in an electrolyzer. And are we making the electrolyzers anywhere? Let's see. Oh, it already exists. So we probably have it somewhere right here. Please give out a few of you, just so we can have it. And let's get some of this away. We don't really need any more. Yeah. Oh, have we never set up any substations? Not. I'll just kind of set that up at the moment here at our little mall to make it all. So substation. I wonder why we never set that up. It's very nice to have. Now substation is being made. Things are going nicely. And we will have to make the heavy water then. So let's just do one thing before we start to set it up. Let's just expand this one out 2 times to get the required amount of power. Should we put it somewhere, maybe over here, just to have it a bit away from the rest of this, because it is doing quite a bit of pollution. So let's just do 2 right here for now. These should get set up and start to work. That should get us quite close to the next part. Might just add in 1 more for just getting it up and running. Let's just mark it out. I know we'll have to remove them probably very soon. So there we are, gas powered station. They'll start to produce, start to work. Then we can start to work on our heavy water. Because it needs that and need lithium. It needs lithium chloride. So we have a bit of work to do before we get up and running. But until then, we will just kinda, look at that, that's more than 500. That's perfect. At least when it starts to run full speed. Then we just need to set up some heavy water. For now, let's just do it right here in this empty space. And what do we need heavy water for, to be honest? Let's do for the fuel cell. And that is pretty much all it's used for. So, not that much, unless we start to produce a lot of these. But, yeah. We will see as soon as we clear all of this out. So, heavy water. Electrolyze plant. Let's see here. You probably just need water in. Same for this one. Heavy water. Just a ton of water in. Kind of want to do it with robots. Just for... that is what we have been doing for quite a while now. And what if we do it like this with these in towards the middle? You will need... Oh, almost no water is needed. But this produces 20... Okay, so that's 10 every minute. So we will actually need probably a whole cell for it. I will just make an entire cell for these. I think that would be the best way to do it. So if you have you coming out, then we'll have water in. We can have one that shares it. I think that'll be fine. So steal this one, please. How can we do this in a good orderly fashion? Maybe just like this. I want the water to go below. Let's try that for now. Flip you this way. Water will get delivered. A bit annoyed that these changes direction when you place them. But oh well, not that much we can do about it. And water will go this way. And this way. And then at the bottom we can hook it up a bit better. There we go. Would that be good? Should we just drag it down like this? Having it nice and enclosed. We might actually be able to power feed it all from one of these. Yeah, because this one outputs, let's see, that is 250 per second. This requires, so that takes 2 seconds. So this can probably support more than enough. So how many of these can fit in next to each other? It's actually the next question. I do like this and fit in 3 and move you into the middle. Just to make it look a bit good, like that. And do this. This is somewhat in the middle, I think. Let's do it there. So then we can take all of this and just expand it down a few times to, let's say, right here. And then we'll do one of these, just turn the opposite way. Of course, not output water. Quite surprised that it actually would allow us to do that. Take, oh, oops, one of you. make you into a passive and a requester. And you will fill up heavy water. You'll go in, you'll go out. Until we have, let's just do an entire row. I think that'll be fine. Oh, and one thing, we will actually have to move you down one more. Doesn't give us enough room. At least not as much as I want to. I could do it on the side instead. I won't fit in either. Oh, it's because it goes down into that lane. Maybe just right here will be fine, having it on the side. Because then I can have something else over here. To clean up the pollution. That is what I'm trying to fit in. What if we do this? Remember to hook up the rest of these. That is a nice big amount of production. Let's hook up this part as well. And the last over here. There we are. So now hopefully this one can supply water to this entire system. You'll have to flip these two again. And there we are. That should most definitely input... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot the power poles. We'll just have to jump these then with undergrounds. That should solve it. Let's just get all of these out first. Just so we can see how it fits in. That was a bit silly. If we do one... Let's see what would be a good way to do it. Because I just want to make it modular right now. So that will get those two. We'll just do it here and here. And you will jump, 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 jump. And that connects up to this one. We need to move one down one more, so... Wait, no, we have to do the same. Let's just do a little jump from here to here one more time. Oh, and they can't reach. Ah, that's just typical. How does this look as a setup? That should power them all. Can we then take this part and just stamp it down a few times over here? And get power to all of it. That is what I am hoping. These are all missing water. That is still this one up here trying to output it fast enough. Hopefully it can flow in. How many do we have here? We have 42. And each of these requires, or was it about 4 per second? Let's say about 4 per second. This one outputs about 250 per second. I know it's 0.75, so it's a bit less than that, so it's probably a bit less than 200. But if this only requires about 4 times 42, 4, 8, 6, 4, 12, 16. So it's just about what it can support, so we'll just wait for this to fill up, and then I think it should be fine. We'll at least have all the heavy water we need then. You're not working over here. Why are you not working? What have I done wrong? Oh yeah, still those stupid things, but I think that will work as a heavy water solution. We're just outputting some, so we have what we need. This water just needs to filter down through these before it works. To be on the safe side, we could do this. Do we have that? We don't yet. I couldn't remember if we did or not. Or we can always do that. That should fill it fast enough now. So we'll leave that to its own volition. Let's just go over and fix these ones where the loaders kind of mess up. I hope that gets fixed at some point, because it is a bit annoying that it doesn't remember the settings. I think it was same as the vanilla belts for Factorio didn't remember the direction they were put in back way back in the day. And that kind of messed up a few things. Right here, right there. That is good. So that's going to fix this one. But we also need to fix that one here. You're fine. Seems only some of them. It's probably the way to get placed down once in a while that messes it up. That is fine. That is working. It's the same over here. Oh, is oxygen running out quite badly? Ooh, I did not think about that. That's always something. That is the bad thing about doing this. Is actually the lack of oxygen. So all these fixed now. Out, out. Yeah, I think so. Same here. So is our thing done being built yet? We get all of you out of inventory, to be honest. Anything else I don't want to have on me? No, I think the rest is... I would get you out as well. Some of these storage chests. Wait. Load into structures, out, pumps, go. Let's get all these rail things out. Once we actually have it somewhat stored already. There we are. And I'll need you in just a second. Because at the moment, let's see our oxygen. It is producing the 2K it can. 2.8 at some point. And we are consuming more than that. So, a lot more than that, to be honest. That's probably because steam engines take second priority over gas-powered station. So we'll need to expand this one. For this one to keep up. Which is a bit annoying. But that should be somewhat easy to do. We can misalign them to get them to hook up correctly. Or we can just do it like this and get it into the correct places going downwards. What if we do this? Will that work? Then we'll just get the water in as the same way we do up here. We'll then get maybe one further out the water's jump. So what if water jumps right here? No, it's not the most optimal solution, but that gives us water in at least. Means all of these will start to work. That means we can hook you up to these, giving us more oxygen to be produced. Hydrogen we just need to hook up as well, just right here to get burned off. If this can burn it off fast enough, that is. That seems actually to be an issue right now. So let's do this. Fuel burners, please. Now the water's in the way. Typical. So let's do this. So water will go in here instead. And then we'll just kinda get the hydrogen over here. Or pretty much just burn all of it off at the moment. Except the one up here. So maybe just adding a burner to each of these will be good. Because can one actually do it? This one is just the buffer we have. What if we do this instead? This one just burns off everything that's being produced right here. Let's just do... I have to remember to hook this up in just a second. But I should be able to take this one now. And just put it down one further down. But actually do it right here. No, wait. Let's do it right here. And there we are. That should give us a bit more oxygen. Because we are apparently lacking that quite a bit. There we are. Hopefully that means that this can run a bit faster now. Let's check our production. 6.6, 5.8. And we'll just have, 10k. Hopefully this can support it in the future. We'll just let it run a bit now. It is at least filling up. So let's just leave this for now. So that was the oxygen solved for our generators. They're probably gonna have some issues anyway. So yeah, that is a bit annoying. But it's something we have to solve if you want to get our fusion reactor up and running. Because as soon as that runs, it's highly efficient. And unlike the nuclear reactor, it doesn't waste any fuel on standby. Only about, 16 kilowatts? Or megawatts maybe, just standing by. Yeah, 16.11 megawatts by standing by. And that is... that might be what it's using when it's running. So it's as soon as we get it started, it's good. It's very, very good. So... I don't know if you turn these, what's called, off, since unfortunately it doesn't balance out with these. These just take second priority. A bit annoying, but there's probably some ways around that if you want to. So we are making reactors. We are making advanced steam turbines. That means the next thing we have to look at is pretty much our tritium. And for that one, we have a ton of uranium. We have a ton of rare metals. So we just need the lithium. Is pretty much what's holding us back. So let's see here. Lithium chloride. Yeah. This one. Mineral water and hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. We should actually have most of that. Are we making it yet? No, we are not. We are burning a ton of hydrogen at the moment. Where can I get the other part? Let's see here. Tritium. Hydrogen. Oh, that's a long way around. Chlorine. That's a byproduct as well from the next process, giving us 10 back. Otherwise, we just have to electrolyze it. But I think we have it because we are using it. Right here. Actually making both things here. So, What if we just go and do a little modification? We'll have to give it its own cell, I'm guessing, because we will need quite a lot of it. Could we make this dual purposed? So, stone coming in, making both chlorine and hydrogen. What is the... It's pretty much a 1-to-1. So, we could just barrel it and fly it out. Might be easier to manage. Pretty much just doubling what we're doing right here at the moment. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So, let's try and take you away. Can we then take this part, flip it, and just put it in right here, having the outputs on the opposite side. Also wants a lot more hydrogen to be produced. We must have split off this one, going the opposite way into this one instead. So that will do us double electrolyzer plants. That means we have double output here. That means we can do double barreling. And I do have some storage tanks. That's a big storage tank. That overkill. We have to have one room in between. So what if we do this? Wait, I can't do that. I'll have to move you up a bit more. But that is fine. So, just put you in line with this one. We must put you in line with that one. So that way we can... all the way out here with these two. And we can do... you in here instead. So, there and... maybe just doing this and jumping you to there. That'll fill this one. Oh. With that one. And this one will fill this one up here with that one. That way we have a nice production going for these two. At least it is filling up. That means we can put both of these in barrels and be on our merry way. So let's take this one. This one barrels. That is what I want. Let's put you here for now. Change you to barrel hydrogen. Then I can move you down to here instead. Copy you over here. Oh wait. Yeah, exactly. And then I'll just burn excess off if we want to. In a little bit. You will barrel hydrogen. Probably should have done some of this at the other ones as well. Because I have a... what? Feels kind of empty. Now we have chlorine and we have the hydrogen. That means we can make both things. We can also mix it right here if we want to. But I don't think I want to. I kind of want to do something else. Yeah, let's just do these. Let's do this instead. And there we are. Right here. Not the most beautiful thing I've ever done. But it should start these up. We can always get it in with robots sometime in the future. I'll activate these. I'll output into these. As soon as these get delivered, that will activate that. This is slowly storing up with the hydrogen. If this ever fills up, I think we have enough buffered that it's probably not going to be an issue anytime soon. But to be on the safe side, we kind of have to put in some pumps to flares. Let's do 1, 2. Let's get ourselves a little flare from our oxygen production right here. Don't think I have any on me, and I think if we just do right here, and you'll fit in a lot easier right there. That way we can hook it all up with. I'll wait with you in a sec. Let's do it with this one instead. Just have some kind of production. Use that one. If chlorine is less than, let's say 150,000, because it goes up a lot higher. Oh, sorry, greater than 150,000, you will start work. That's just the last in the pipe. Down here, if hydrogen is greater than 150, no wait. So I won't do it on one of them, otherwise we'll go into an infinite loop. That is one thing we will have to watch out for. I can't remember the best way to solve one of those right now, because it is a conundrum. Because both of them will just, oh well, we'll just burn a small amount. Might be fine. Well, let's just try it. If you're above 150,000, you'll also start to burn. Hopefully it won't be a problem. If it does, I will have to go look at this at some point again. Because it might become an issue going forward. But yeah, that is something we'll most definitely have to look at. Still a bit annoyed with this power because of the stupid gas power. That is actually a bit more annoying than I thought it would be. Might want to deactivate him just for a little bit, so we can get our normal steam thing to go. Because we need to build on things until we activate what's it called? The other one, because right now they are kinda fighting for what they want to do. And I kinda want my steam engines to go instead right now. So we can increase production when needed. Yeah, something is wrong with these. Everything should be... Oh wait, there's one right here that's messing up. So last thing this episode is just us going to fix that, because I think the rest of it should work. No issue. Oh wait, no issues at all. This one we checked last episode, so that is fine. It's just the loaders that are messing us up at the moment, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. But yeah, let's just check all the loaders this time, because apparently I did miss some. Oh, you're self-sufficient. That is actually not a bad thing for it to be. Just to build up a bit of fuel if that was needed. To be honest, what if we do this? We'll need 2 then. Okay, let's try something a bit fun. What if we take one of these? That's gonna build up. Let's hook up the pipe here so it builds up both sides. That means this is self-sufficient. We should be able to do it on every one of them. Is that correct? You'll be able to build up some storage, and you'll be able to build up some storage right here. We'll just have to kickstart you. And then as soon as one of these goes, we can start to get it to work. Let's see here, and Out, out. Out. And then we can... Oh, we can't do it yet. We can almost do it. Is that enough to make it self-sufficient and fill up one of these barrels? Because then we could hook it up to accumulators sometime in the future. I'm probably going to regret where I put this one right now. Because I don't have room for a pump in between. That is at least what I'm thinking. Should we move it a bit more to the side instead? To make room for a pump that can activate this one when we go below a certain threshold. To be honest, let's do that. I know we're gonna waste a bit of fuel right now, but I want to get this set up correctly the first time. So if we do it here... Oh, we can't do that because they go through these, so that's not gonna be an option unless we change our entire setup of it. But I don't want to do that for the small amount of things. Right now I just want it to fill up, so we have it stored. So we'll let this run, let it fill up. This does show that we're at least producing more energy than it takes at the moment. At least to produce it. So that is something. So this episode has been a rather interesting episode. We are missing a few things. Let's just check where is our electrolysis. Did the recipe change? Did. So please get some glass as well. And it seems engines has been moved as a required part for it. So there we are. How about you? You're the same? You're fine. Yeah, once in a while the recipes change. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Wood-wise, we will have to fix that as well. We have to produce a bit more wood, or at least get some fertilizer, because these bio things are shockingly it all, or using it all. But yeah, that is completely fine. We just needed to activate in a little while. Oh, so well, put this one down. Hopefully you will leave a like on this video. I'm having quite a bit of fun trying to figure out all of these things that are needed to go into some kind of higher order, if you can say that, for all of this to work. There we go. So let's just fill up some of this. So with that, I'll end this episode out. A bit longer than I had planned. Next episode, we will start to make the lithium. That should be quite easy now that we have pretty much all we need. Pretty much making this in one cell would probably be the best. Let's just check. Also, you're not used for anything else, are you? No. So that's going to be one cell production. Everything's going to get flown in. And yeah, I think that will be very, very nice. So thank you so much for watching, guys. As I said, please remember to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.